In today's Coaster War, we'll be comparing two wooden coasters at Kings Island. The Beast, which opened in 1979 and built on site by the park, and is highly rated one of the best wooden roller coasters in the world since 1979. It is also the longest wooden roller coaster in the world. And opening in 2017, we have Mystic Timbers, also at Kings Island, highly rated as one of the best, if not the best, GCIs in the world and or North America. So this is going to be a very interesting battle. These coasters are very much the same in some ways and very much different, obviously, in some ways. So this will be interesting to see how it plays out versus my actual opinions. But you'll hear my opinions at the end of this video. And I am trying out a new style for my videos in the future, so I hope you guys enjoy it, because this is the first test with that new format. Today we will be using these 10 categories. You can earn up to 10 points in each category, and the coaster with the most at the end will be the winner. And no coaster can earn more than 10 per category, so no more than 100 total. Alright, so for our first category, we have the height. Mystic Timbers is 109 feet tall, and the Beast is 110 feet tall. Now, Mystic Timbers feels a lot shorter, obviously because the terrain each coaster sits on is different. Beast sits on the edge of a valley, so we'll talk about that in a second when we get into the drop category. But each coaster will be earning 6 points because this is based off T-Express and or Wildfire, which are like 183 feet or something like that. So obviously the current score is 6-6. For the drop category, Mystic Timbers has a 98-foot drop, and the Beast has a 141-foot drop. Mystic Timbers will be earning 5 points out of 10 that it could have earned because it is average wooden coaster height, and I did math, so boom, get wrecked. And for the Beast, it'll be earning 8 points because it's 8 out of 10 compared to the ratio thingy of the tallest wooden roller coaster drop, which is Goliath at Six Flags Great America. I'm not giving it any extra points because of its terrain, because I'm just doing statistic based right now. So if I was doing that, I'd give it a 9, but whatever. Next up, we have the speed category. Mystic Timbers goes 53 miles an hour, and the Beast goes 65 miles an hour. So Mystic Timbers will get about 7 points, and the Beast will get about 9. Now, what's funny here is everyone says that Beast will run faster without the trims, which is not true. Beast, well, it does a little bit. It runs like 2 or 3 miles an hour faster without the trims. And that's from maintenance. Maintenance has done it without trims. They do all sorts of crap. But it does run slightly faster. But the trims don't really kill it much. I mean, it slows down, but then it speeds up again like 4 times. And Mystic Timbers is just solid pacing. But Beast, it does go faster. For our next category, we have the track length. Mystic Timbers is 3,265 feet long, and the Beast is the longest wooden roller coaster in the world, so obviously it gets 10 points with its 7,395 feet of track. Holy crap, that is a long time. So Mystic Timbers will get about 4 points, and Beast obviously gets 10. Now I'm also going to combine this with the next category. We're just going to do that real quick, which is the duration. And here's the duration. This category might vary sometimes. That's the only reason why it exists. But in this case, it doesn't really vary. So the scores are about the same as they were for the track length. So Mystic Timbers gets a 5, which is actually a little higher. And Beast obviously gets 10 because it's 4 minutes. And Jesus Christ, that's a long ride. Our next category is the airtime. Now, Mystic Timbers is known for being the GCI with almost the most airtime. If maybe it's one in China, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure Mystic Timbers is the GCI that has the most airtime because it has 16 moments of ejector, flowjector, even a little bit of just floater, and it's insane. It's just non-stop. It feels like it's the whole ride, which it kind of is. Beast, you get like 1 airtime moment if you're in the back, your lap bar's loose, and you're standing up. Besides that, you don't get any. So I'm gonna give Beast a point because it has a moment with negative G-force, and Mystic Timbers will get 9 because it's just relentless. It's just a short ride. And for our intensity category, we have 2 pretty average scores, just a 5, because they each have their intense moments. Like Beast has its helix, and Mystic Timbers has this turnaround and just twisty section. But they're not super intense. They're not like Voyage, which is a whole ride, or I-305, or an invert, or old invert. They're just, they're fun. They're not crazy intense. They're not too much. They're pretty much family rides. I guess Beast is maybe a little more intense, but not enough to like make it a point difference. So they're both getting average scores of 5. Alright, up next we have the smoothness. Now for wooden coasters, this is ultra super uber important because Beast, if you're sitting on a wheel seat, you're probably going to come off with a bruised butt or something, or just not very good feeling in the head. You're probably going to have a little headache. If you sit in a non-wheel seat, you're probably okay. Now, Mystic Timbers, I had no idea a wooden coaster could be this smooth. Like, I was expecting it to be a little bit vibraty. Not even a vibration. It's smoother than Diamondback. Like, what the heck, man? That's not right. Now, maybe it's a little rougher now because it's not in its first season. It's been through winter, but I'm pretty sure it's still smooth, and it is like the smoothest wooden coaster ever. So Mystic Timbers, 10 points. Definitely smoothest wooden coaster ever. Smoother than most steel coasters. And Beast, it's more like a 3. It's just, it's alright. Coming up in this next category is operations. Now, Mystic Timbers has some of the best operations I've ever seen in the Cedar Fair chain. The only ones I can think that are better are Banshee, Diamondback sometimes, maybe some rides at Cedar Point and Carowinds, and King's Dominion maybe. That's about it. Like, this thing does under a minute dispatches. It's crazy. Beast, it also would have under a minute dispatches. However, it has to wait for the train to clear Lift Hill 2, and then that train has to clear Lift Hill 1, which means it can't dispatch until it's cleared both lift hills. So they have to like check seatbelts, and you're sitting there for 30 seconds waiting for them to get the all clear. So that does hold it back. So it's only going to lose a point because they do work really hard, and they definitely have earned almost a 10. And last but not least, we have the theming category, the most important of them all. Just kidding. It's not really that important, but it can make some people's day. So Mystic Timbers has pretty awesome theming for Cedar Fair. The Beast, well, I guess it's okay. They have some like mine carts and some Beast Beware signs, and I like that. I enjoyed that, reading those signs when I was a kid. So I think kids still like that, and it's pretty decent for Cedar Fair. So I give it like a 5. Mystic Timbers, man, whew. It's not over the top, but it's pretty dang good. So I gotta give it like an 8. It could even get a 9, but Mystic Timbers doesn't need that because Mystic Timbers is the winner, defeating Beast 69-66. What a close match. Like, the Beast is winning the whole time, and then theming and operations comes in, and Mystic Timbers caught up. Mystic Timbers did best in the airtime category, and they did best in the theming category. They were close in many of the other categories, with Beast just slowly pulling ahead, mostly on the length and the height and the speed. But besides that, I mean, each ride has its own strong point. Beast has speed, height, length. Mystic Timbers has the airtime. Maybe a little bit. They have, I don't know, I guess it has more laterals, I would suppose. They both have their fair share, but I guess Mystic's is a bit stronger. Mystic Timbers has the shed, which is also very nice. But all in all, I think they're about equal in my opinion. I think I prefer Beast slightly just because of my childhood. But if I had to pick, like, if I was a coaster enthusiast just going to Kings Island, I would probably pick Mystic Timbers because it's more thrilling, I guess. Depends on what you like. Anyway, it was a very close matchup, and I'm excited for the next one. Let me know if you guys thought this new style of Coaster War was nice. I'm using a new editor. I paid $60 for it, so it better be good. I'm working really hard. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned for new stuff coming soon. Wonder Woman Media Day is super soon, like next week. Pretty much next week and a half or so we'll be going there. Probably writing Wonder Woman this weekend, actually, before Media Day. And I'll be at Kings Island working again in about a month, and I'm hyped. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, share, all that crap. And I'll see you guys next time. Right on.